to say is, you know what I'm saying, I give thanks to my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, that put in work, that's rest in peace. Homies right here that was on the front line when the war was going down with the Hispanics, you know. Nobody never really, no blacks really never did harm to our hood, really never put none of our homeboys in the grave. You know, I was in prison when it all went down. You know, my homie Debo, Lil Ness, Termite, and, you know what I'm saying, everybody right here, you know, that was there on the streets. We ain't gonna say what they done or what they did. You know what I'm saying? Homies that's in jail, that's doing time for that. You know what I'm saying? I just like to say thanks to their moms and everybody, you know. Love y'all, man.
We have two major gangs in Gardena. One is the Shotgun Crips, which controls the north end of our city. And
Gardena, California, has long been a key location in the history of Los Angeles gang culture. Despite its small size, the city has been home to several influential Crip gangs, each with its own unique history, affiliations, and rivalries. Among the most well-known are the Gardena Dragnet Gang, the Gardena Paybacc Crips, and the Shotgun Crips. These gangs have played significant roles in shaping Gardena's street dynamics, often engaging in conflicts with rival gangs while also expanding their influence beyond California. This article explores the history, evolution, and impact of these Crip-affiliated gangs in Gardena, shedding light on their origins, key figures, alliances, and the social factors that contributed to their rise. The Gardena Dragnet Gang, also known as Notorious Dragnet, or the Seven-Letter Gang, is a predominantly African-American street gang based in Gardena, California, a suburban city south of Los Angeles. The gang was formed around 1992 and eventually became associated with Crip culture. Initially, Dragnet was not a street gang, but a group of dancers involved in pop-locking, breakdancing, and other street dance forms. During this period, members were recognized for their impressive dance skills, contributing to the vibrant culture of their community. However, as social conditions and peer influences changed, Dragnet transitioned from a dance crew to a street gang. Members of Dragnet were once identified by their signature attire: blue clothing, plaid button-down collar shirts, New Balance running shoes, and Notre Dame hats, which symbolized ND for Notorious Dragnet. The gang primarily claimed 129th, 132nd, and 139th Streets in Gardena as their territory. Over time, encounters with the criminal justice system, including incarceration and juvenile detention, changed the group's trajectory. Despite its unique history, Dragnet eventually aligned itself with Crip culture, although it never officially became a Crip set. The origins of the name Dragnet remain debated. Some believe it stands for doing right and getting it every time. Additionally, the number 7 holds significance, as both Gardena and Dragnet contain 7 letters, which became a symbolic representation of their identity. Dragnet's peak influence occurred in the early to mid-1990s. Since then, many of its members have distanced themselves from gang-related activities.
I'm Big Fat Rat, Westside Gardena Paybacc Crip. All my homeboys finna introduce themselves too.
I'm Mr. Psycho from Westside PBC, 134th Street. Give me up for my dead homies, rest in peace.
I'm Lil Droopy Low from Gardena Paybacc Crips, the foes.
Well, it's like this. I'm here. You heard my homeboys give it up. They anybody killers right now. But I'm trying to talk peace to them, you know what I'm saying, on the black race. We need to get this black thing together. You know what I'm saying? We got too much bullshit going on. And we here giving it up about our homeboys rest in peace. And I'm sure everybody else got homeboys rest in peace. So we need to put that shit aside, squash that shit, you know what I'm saying? And get together, unite, you know what I'm saying? Because there's other races out there. I don't want to name no races because that might mess something up. There's other races out there that's trying to put an end to us, period. Trying to take over the whole thing, the nation, everything. And my homeboys, they really ain't giving too much. You know what I'm saying? They trying blacks, whites, green, Mexicans, it don't matter. You heard them say. Cause like I said, I'm in the hood every day trying to preach this peace. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to preach this peace for the very simple fact that the same brothers we catching in the park slipping, the same brothers we catching on Imperial slipping or whatever street we may catch him slipping on, we gon' eventually be fighting back to back. With my back against his, I can't be trying to stick him and shoot this man at the same time.
A long time, homie.
Well, here's what I think right here. If the homeboy feels that he was done wrong and there's no apologetic understanding going on between what happened, you know, then that's disrespect. Here's the point. This hood belonged to Paybacc.
Right.
When they come dissing and disrespecting, then...
So what? So what to me is like a F you. What should I do to really stop this from escalating, man? Because it's about to be off the hook.
If it takes a fade for them to have respect, then, you know, we'll go that route.
This is our house, you know what I'm saying? You gotta respect our house. So he want a one-on-one fade.
The Gardena Paybacc Crips is a Crip-affiliated street gang based on the west side of Gardena, California. Their territory extends from El Segundo Avenue to Redondo Beach Boulevard, between Normandy Avenue and Vermont Avenue, with the 110 Harbor Freeway serving as a border. Members of the gang are known to wear green, the official city color of Gardena. Gardena Paybacc Crips is composed of 3 primary cliques, span 129th Street, 134th Street, and 139th Street. The gang also holds influence over the Corsican Apartments and the Strawberry Square Center, both located around Vermont Avenue and Rosecrans Avenue. They deliberately spell payback with 2 C's, CC, instead of CK to avoid the implication in gang culture. The gang was founded over 30 years ago by Angelo, Barefoot Pookie, Michael, Conception, and others. Barefoot Pookie was also instrumental in the creation of the Crips, alongside Raymond Washington of the East Side Crips and Stanley Tookie Williams of the West Side Crips. The Gardena Paybacc Crips gained wider recognition through their appearance in the 1994 documentary Dead Homies, which featured interviews with gang members across South Los Angeles. Additionally, Pookie and other Gardena Paybacc Crips members were featured on Ice-T's television series, The Peacemaker, which aimed to mediate gang conflicts. The Gardena Paybacc Crips are considered historically significant within the Crip network and have been active since 1974, making them one of the older Crip sets in the region. The gang's name, Paybacc, is believed to have originated from Barefoot Pookie, though some members suggest it may have been inspired by the 1973 James Brown song, The Big Payback. Initially, the Paybacc Crips operated within a broader Crip alliance spanning south-central Los Angeles, Gardena, and surrounding areas. Their original base was on 129th Street, which remains a key location for the gang today. During their early years, many Paybacc Crips attended Henry Clay Junior High, where they frequently interacted with gangs such as the Hoovers, Matres, Shotguns, and Broadway gangsters. Over time, the Paybacc Crips expanded beyond California, establishing chapters in states such as Georgia, Florida, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, North Carolina, Maryland, Baltimore, Connecticut, and Ohio.
2 major gangs in Gardena. One is the Shotgun Crips, which controls the north end of our city. And then from the middle part to the south end of our city, we have a Hispanic street gang called G13, Gardena 13. Those are the 2 big gangs in Gardena.
The spot where the officer has their car, it's at a bar where a lot of Shotgun Crips hang out. It's a good possibility that it could be the car. It's called a Magic Carpet.
Shotgun Crips. That's where I originate. That's where I come up from. Gardena, fight.
The Shotgun Crips are a predominantly African-American street gang established in the 1970s on the west side of Gardena, California. Their territory spans from Vermont Avenue to Crenshaw Boulevard and consists of 3 main cliques: 132nd Street, the Deuce; 34th Street, the Foe; and 139th Street, the Nine. Over the years, the Shotgun Crips have played a significant role in the evolution of Los Angeles gang culture, forming key alliances and rivalries that have shaped their identity. The Shotgun Crips maintain strong alliances with the Gardena Paybacc Crips, the 74 Hoover Criminals Gang, and the 8 Trey Gangster Crips. Both the Shotgun Crips and the Gardena Paybacc Crips are known to wear Green Bay Packers apparel, using the letter G to symbolize Gardena or gun, complemented by the city's official color, green. The Shotgun Crips were formed through an organized decision-making process rather than informal gatherings. Leadership was established through voting, with Big Buddha. This structured approach allowed for rapid expansion and solidified their influence in the Crip movement. In the early days, the Shotgun Crips had a close connection with the Hoover Crips. Members of both gangs ran together before internal conflicts divided them. These alliances helped shape the gang's interactions with other Crip sets and their place in the broader gang hierarchy. Initially, the Crip landscape was divided into West Side and East Side groups without clear-cut enemies. However, as gangs became more structured, territorial disputes arose, leading to internal rivalries and new subsets. While in juvenile detention, Big Rock co-founded the 139th Street Shotguns, further expanding the gang's influence. Over time, conflicts emerged with the Rolling 60s and the 135s in Carson, contributing to internal disputes and set tripping. Unlike many male-dominated gangs, the Shotgun Crips had a significant female presence. These women acted as mediators and influencers, helping to maintain the gang's structure and culture. Despite their contributions, their roles are often overlooked in historical accounts. The history of gang culture in Gardena reflects the broader realities of street life in Los Angeles and beyond. The Gardena Dragnet Gang, Paybacc Crips, and Shotgun Crips each emerged under different circumstances, but shared common themes of community, identity, and survival. Over time, these gangs evolved, forming alliances, engaging in rivalries, and leaving a lasting imprint on the city's landscape. While gang life has historically been associated with crime and violence, many former members have come to recognize the devastating consequences of their choices. Some have moved away from street life, seeking better opportunities, while others remain trapped in cycles of violence and incarceration. The evolution of these gangs serves as a reminder of the need for positive interventions, mentorship, and community-based solutions to prevent future generations from falling into the same patterns. As the digital age continues to influence gang culture and law enforcement grapples with new challenges, the lessons of Gardena's gangs remain relevant. Addressing gang violence requires a deeper understanding of the social, economic, and psychological factors that drive individuals toward street affiliations. By learning from the past, communities can work toward creating a future where young people have better alternatives than the streets.